Christ-like. If we're going to be apostolic, we've got to be apostle-like. We've got to follow the teachings of Jesus. That's what separates us from all the other people on the earth. Some are following their mom, some are following their grandma, some are following, a Constantine-based religion. Some of them are following a Joseph Smith, a John Smith, a Roger Williams, a Wesley. They're following all these other men. But a true Christian is following Jesus' teachings. And he taught that it's a wicked generation that seeketh after sign, a wicked and adulterous generation. So God's not wanting us to ask him to perform magic tricks for us. Lord, if you're being your will that I check the mail today, will you make this carpet all of a sudden turn into a pool of water? That's not the business God's in. God's in the soul-saving business. Okay? And he goes on. He says, and there shall no sign be given to it. But there is one sign that he's going to give this generation. That generation he's speaking to at the moment. There is one. And, he did many, many wonderful miracles. Okay, they're asking for more. So don't think Jesus didn't do any signs or miracles, because he did plenty. We just read in the previous verse, the last Bible study, how he fed the 4,000. That itself was a sign and a wonder and a miracle. But he says, I am going to give you one. It is going to be the sign of the prophet Jonah. And then he left them and departed. What was that sign? What's he talking about? Does anybody know? What was that miracle of Jonah that we've read about? Remember, Nineveh is about 100,000 people. That's about the same size as Sioux City, metro area. So I think about Nineveh a lot as Sioux City. Same size, same amount of people. What was that miracle done? Do you guys remember?
Well, they all repented and they got saved when Jonah.
That was great. You could definitely count that as a miracle. When a whole city repents, that's really great. But there was something that people talk about to this day.
He got swallowed by
Yes.
a big fish.
He got swallowed by a big fish. A lot of people call it a whale. And some say he died and was resurrected. Some say he lived in the belly of that whale for 3 days. It's pretty impressive. Okay? So why would Jesus say, I'm going to give you that same miracle? Did he do anything like that? Did he go away for 3 days and come back?
He did.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He allowed himself to be captured and taken and tortured and murdered and falsely accused and took it all for us and our sin. Thank you, Jesus. He allowed himself to suffer the penalty that we deserve. He suffered once for all humanity. So now all that go to him can get that forgiveness of sins. But he died. His body was laid in that tomb for 3 days and 3 nights. And then God raised him from the dead. And he was among us for 40 days.